Um, boop. Oh boy, sure does look like I'm live, doesn't it? Well, yeah, I'm gonna be playing the Mamluks, Egypt. Uh, there's some interesting history behind the Mamluks, and I know almost none of it, but it's interesting. um, but the Mamluks are a very strong nation. Uh, they're number two in terms of power at the start, but they usually quickly get overshadowed by the Ottomans because the Ottomans just plain get better rulers. But, you know, there's just something I've always liked about the Mamluks, especially their early game. There's not much war going on. Mainly the wars you're going to be waging are going to be against. Everybody just calls them AQ and QQ, but I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names. The Turkish Beyliks of Dulkadir, Ramazan, and Karaman, those are pretty good targets. But typically, what I just do is you see all these tiny nations, I make friends with them, and then I just ask them to become my bitch, and they become my bitch. It's so perfect. I really do love it. Um, so at the start, you start off with vassal of Fadal, and Hejaz. You also start out guaranteeing Cyprus and guaranteeing Medina, both of whom you can turn into vassals real quick through diplomacy. Howdy. I've already started, and you weren't here. That's fine. I'm just talking about stuff before I start. Well, let's not waste much time. I'm gonna turn on Iron Man mode, because I never play Iron Man mode. So I might actually get some achievements out of this. Um, yeah. Iron Man mode just basically prevents you from cheating. And oh boy, if there ever was a dirty, nasty cheater in this world, it was me. So from the very, very start, we're gonna want to pick some rivals, some good people to rival. The Ottomans, obviously. Um, and we're gonna want to actively prevent them from expanding, because once they get that ball rolling, they will eventually overtake me completely. So that's no good. Cyprus, we're gonna want them to become our vassal, but you know, that just takes a long time because they have so many reasons not to. It's almost more worthwhile to just say, nah, give up on them. Which I might do, because they typically wind up at war with nobody. And it costs me nothing, it just makes them upset at me. So I'm just gonna revoke that guarantee so that I can ally someone up here. Or maybe someone else down here, because these guys, they all want to be my vassal. So I'm definitely gonna ally Karaman. I think that's how you pronounce that, because if you know anything about history, you know the Ottomans kind of conquered from up here, from, well, all of Hungary as you see it here, all the way to Morocco, down to the North Sudan, I think it is nowadays. most of Arabia. They ignored this part because it's just an empty desert. There's nothing there, nothing like oil or anything there. Nope, nothing there at all. And they stopped around here in the east. So they conquered most of the Islamic world, and if you look, that's a lot of Islam. It's fine. I can beat him. Uh, so I'm gonna ally Karaman to keep them from expanding. Teach you some more shit. And I'm also gonna royal marriage these boys. And that's all my guys done. Let's see who else I can rival. Aragon, in case you didn't know, Spain wasn't a thing in 1444. It was split between Castile, Aragon, Granada, or Granada if you're from there, and Navarra. And technically, Navarra might as well be independent still because it's such a weird language, but Aragon, it may look like they have a shitty army and compared to mine, and they do, but that's because they have a personal union over Naples. Personal union just means the same king rules in both countries. It's fine. I could rival the Timurids, but they're not gonna really do much for me. I'm gonna rival Venice just because I can. I really want to hate on Venice. The Timurids actually have no rivals currently. As you can see, they're a great power, but most of their power comes from large vassals who will jump at the chance to attack them. They do have some heretic provinces. No good. Well, I have one more slot for someone to hate. And I'm gonna hate Kiraku. I actually have a Casus Belli on them for I think it's my vassal. Yeah, my vassal has a Casus Belli on them, I should say. And I can choose a naval doctrine, but I won't right now. Instead, oh, those guys are really influential. Wow, 40% from controlled provinces. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and eat those big malices. For these extra magic monarch points. Donate, support. Bet. Bet. And I can't quite push them high enough. Dang. Oh well, I tried. So I get slightly less admin points. That's fine. I'm gonna buy some stability, because that makes sense as a thing you can do. And then I'm gonna manage my armies. Now, I don't quite recall, but I don't think... kind of cavalry, not really. It's mostly just worth it to keep them around a little bit. Yeah, so I'm not going to build any additional cavalry. In fact, I'm going to ditch one of my cavalry right now, because cavalry is expensive, yo. I'm going to start building some extra dudes. That's too many dudes, I think. Let's cut back on the dudes here. Dude. There we go. That's significantly less dudes. And now we're gonna let some days tick by. There we go. Let's see. Really? I got 4 provinces, I guess that makes sense. And I can straight up vassalize them. Now, you see this here? That's diplomatic relations. That's no good to go over that. Thankfully though, diplomatic points basically worthless. So it's perfectly fine to go over your diplomatic slots to vassalize more Arabian miners. Okay, they're not Arabian themselves, but they're in the culture group. So, I mean, the culture group's called Levantine, but the Levant is just Syrian and some Bedouin. So, it's complicated, you know? Shit's crazy. Oh boy. Let's let some more days pass. I'm gonna royal marriage my vassals. Woo! Royal marriage, royal marriage, royal marriage. So the Mamluks have a very slow, plodding, concentrated start. But don't worry, I'm gonna change that real soon because I have a large army. And, well, I can fight Fizan and Tinis to expand across North Africa. Although that's maybe not the best idea because I can, as you see, just vassalize Fizan and their basic ideas is hostile core creation, which makes their shitty land somehow worth more. It's just harder to integrate into your empire, which is so bad. And as long as I have them, I'm gonna recruit a couple boys, and I got some decent boys. You know, look at that. 2131, that's pretty okay. Let's see here. 2011. Now, you know, numbers mean more, I guess. Yeah, everything is looking fine. Everything is looking fine. So that we have someone free, let's go ahead and start embargoing our rivals. By the way, embargo Venice. Boop! I get free claims on stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go to war with Anizan and Shamar. Sometimes AQ winds up allied to the Ottomans, even though the Ottomans should really want that AQ land. Because if you know anything about the world map, this whole area is kind of part of modern day Turkey. So, you know. And it's probably best to just outright attack them. It grows me. They don't have... It's not fantastic land, but I might actually border enough of this wasteland to turn it to mine. And then my name will be huge on the map. And in the end, that's the most important thing, is that my name is the biggest. Now before this month ticks over, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up an advisor. Almost certainly gonna be these guys. Yeah, these guys look cool. And I can actually reward, yet another advisor, but, you know, is it worthwhile? Yes, it is, actually. It's totally worthwhile. I was leading you on, making you think it's not worthwhile. So let's look at our trade here. Tisk, tisk, tisk. This does not look very well. Almost all the trade here is going off to Constantinople, Venice, and Genoa. I don't want that. I'm gonna move away from Ethiopia because it's one of the most worthless trade nodes in the game. Primary reason I'm going to be expanding south is Gulf of Aden. Gulf of Aden is really fantastic. Control of this node decides whether stuff goes south around Africa, back up north to Genoa, or if it goes through the Middle East and into Venice. It could still go to Genoa from the Middle East. Genoa is easily the strongest node in the game. But being the strongest node isn't always the best thing because, you know, typically you'll have England with a ton of colonies pulling trade from the New World to the English Channel, which makes that very valuable. Oh, I have free guys, so I'm gonna get more power projection by embargoing the Ottomans. Get them out of my trade zone. Oh, yes. Stay out of my trades. I'm the only one who can trade here. Who's my last rival? QQ. Yeah, I'll embargo them too. Oh yeah, Medina. You can be my best friend in the whole wide world. So my next step is going to be improving relations with Razaman and Medina to vassalize them. And after Medina, I'm probably going to move on to Najd. Now Najd is kind of unique. If you pretend to know a little history, you'd know that these guys... Oh, what's this? That's a familiar name. Saud? Yeah, this little tribe, this emir, stays in power over this entire region, and many times they would conquer and lose control over much of Arabia, especially after the Ottomans left in the wake of World War I. That's what really let House Saud come to dominate the peninsula, along with oil. Like many things in life, oil. Just oil. Yeah, give me that royal marriage. Yeah, I'll get the new waqfs. Of course, these dumb Knights of Rhodes. Ugh. Everybody hates them, right? So we're gonna start improving our relations now that we can. And Cyprus is probably gonna be in a tough pickle here. And Dol-Qadir hasn't yet formed any alliances. Who are these guys allied to? AQ. Well, AQ, you'll get some spies in you, so I can claim the land I border with you. And when I'm taking Al-Jof and Al-Ula, I'll also take Urfa and Raqqa. Hey. How you like them apples? I don't exactly have a powerful trade fleet. I have a decent Mediterranean fleet. I should send out my trade fleet anyway. They'll get me a little money from Aleppo. Apparently I'm losing money. That's not good. What's costing me so much? It's probably the added army maintenance. Didn't account for that when I was hiring all these guys. So one of you guys gets the boot. Oh! Our rulers died! What a surprise. So yeah, we're gonna learn the way Mamluks have their little secession thing here. The way it works is every accepted culture gets an opportunity to become the ruler. But here's the thing. The less, rather I should say, it's hard to put into words, but if I click on accepted cultures, you'll see Egyptian and Syrian are accepted cultures. With Bedouin being not an accepted culture, but with the potential to be an accepted culture. And Hijazi, you know, all that. I don't think it actually has the potential. I think that's just, it's in the same, yeah, never mind. I said something stupid, ignore me. But based on the development of your culture, that determines how good their legitimacy is going to be. The less development, the better the legitimacy. So I don't want too many legitimacy problems this early in the game. So I'm gonna need them Syrian Mamluks. And oh boy, did I luck out. 552. 552. It's amazing. Get some royal marriages back. I might just declare war before they start trying to catch up. Start trying to play catch up. Maybe. Maybe I'll give some time for my troops to train before marching them off into the desert. I'm not super certain what I want to do here. I'm gonna change the title of the stream real quick. I've just realized. I have no idea what to name it, but let's just call it. I'm bad at names. Actually, I have no idea what to name the stream. Huh. Well, this is boring, isn't it? Yeah, that's a perfect stream name. Yeah, let's go with that. Something real simple. It says exactly what I'm doing. And I'm not trying to conquer the world. I don't think I'm good enough for that. I could move towards mysticism. I'm gonna be declaring war an awful lot on my fellow boys here, so moving towards mysticism might be nice. Tech cost though. Tolerances or legitimacy, which I kind of need, and tech cost. I'm gonna go for the bonuses. Piety's just something you ignore, it always winds up. Great. Great. That's fine. I'll be making more money before you know it. Taxes from, yeah, let's see. tax modifier, tolerance, and legitimacy. I forgot about this. I thought this was an Ottoman exclusive thing. I don't really play other Muslim nations. I mostly play in Europe, and occasionally over here. Oh, there's gonna be a strong pull in this game. They'll maybe... Oh! I wish I could get that alliance. That never happens to me. Hungary always rivals me when I play Poland. I'd love to have them as an ally. That's really gonna block the big... Who are they at war with first? Really? Kandar and Karaman. Not Albania. And not Byzantium. I've never seen them go for Kandar and Karaman first. They must have seen a really oh, well, that's the juicy opportunity. The ability to attack Karaman without me interfering. I applaud that. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Lady Bari's at war with Beja. Let's see. The other states gain some loyalty, or the other states lose some loyalty. Gosh, I wonder which one I'm gonna pick. Oh, I didn't realize that gave them such low loyalty. Oh no. Merchants, no, wait, come back. Maybe I can convince them with a little thing I like to call vast swaths of cash. Or, rather, some land with trade power for them to make better with the trade power. Oh, that's a little weird. This is one of the few ones that one of the few places where the trade node is centered that doesn't have... Oh. The things I do for trade power. And now everyone's upset at me except for the clergy, and I only love the clergy, so there you go. I finally built the force limit apparently. No, I just didn't do anything. That's fine. That's fine. Ah, yeah, I can finally get those claims. For Raqqa and Urfa. Now let's see. Neither of these are part of an existing state. And I'm definitely going to want Raqqa, so that's a good choice. Alright, let's move our men into position. Let's check the supply limit. It's obviously not so great. So we're going to split this army in half. Let them walk here. These guys should be good pretty much anywhere. And I'm going to walk these guys up here, and then split them in half when I invade AQ. I think it probably goes without saying, I might be able to get AQ co-belligerent in this. But they have another ally somewhere that exists, I think. Oh. Well, shoot me in the foot. Oh, gains 10 loyalty. Why would I ever choose anything other than this one? It gives me mercantilism. these these game designers, they don't know what they do, but they do. So let's pull them away from there. And I'm actually making money? What? Let's call AQ in as a co-belligerent. And... oh boy, it's invasion time. I'm probably not going to wind up at War of Karaman after that. See, Karaman, this is why you should only ally my allies. It just works. I've beaten their entire army, and I've occupied the province I want. Oh, this could not be going any better. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna split this army in half so I can loot both provinces. I'm gonna leave this army here so I can loot that province before moving them up north to loot some other provinces. But for now, it's Looty McLoot time. Alright, this loot's all taken. This loot's also all taken. Which one's Medibari? Hey, you want me to go to war? Just because you're allied to Ethiopia, don't make me scared. It's mainly the fact that I don't have any forts in the south. That makes me scared. No, it's not your big mean ally that gets me scared. It's the fact that you can just walk straight into my capital and use this land that exists specifically so you can walk around me as my armies wait here and here, where I'm like, yeah, there's no way they'll get around me, but they somehow always do. They like get military access to the 10 million people they've invaded. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'm not at War of Karaman. That was a good call on my part. A real good call. There's some real weak alliances here. You know? I guess some more goes on Shamar too. This entire region, actually. I can't statify it though. Actually, let's check our states and territories. Well, this one is already going to be a state. These here are territories. That's fine. This was part of a state, which I may want to attack. Actually, this is a really, really awful state. It's all coastal desert, and it's all 3 development. Why is this a state at the start? I guess it's because the alternative is that and that. There you go, I answered my own question. Yeah, the problem here is not much of the land's very rich to expand into. Not until you start pushing east. And typically, unless you're pushing really fast or playing at a higher level than I typically play at. The siege of Al-Jof is done. Sweet. Let's just wait for this siege to be done. And up here, I guess. So I'll pump up the jam. Ah, perfect. I've converted some heretics. Fantastic. Delightful. I wish you could see, who your leader is gonna be, aside from their legitimacy. But that might make the Mamluk government better than the Ottoman government, because the good thing about the Ottoman government is you get 3 choices and you get to see all of them. You'd have to be crazy to say the Mamluk government needs to see... Oh, nice. Relations have normalized. Conversion successful, and I can invite a scholar for that admin tech cost. I'll take it. And give it here. It actually costs admin points. Ah, Medina, 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 Medina. Hey, hey, hey. You wanna be my vassal? They my vassal. And that gets me the holy cities. And you think we will maintain them ourselves would give you something different from 2 sheriffs for 2 cities. It doesn't. You'd think annex them both straight away, which would be amazingly good. You know. But you just do this, and boom. It's just 1. And I also get a ton of claims down here. So, you boys better watch out. I ain't done with no easy wars yet. I may... Ooh, nice. I don't exactly have claims on everything. But hey, not very high aggressive expansion. I can take a lot of land. I can full annex them and get barely even an actual coalition. But the Ottomans would be in coalition range. So I'm just gonna take a few. Mostly in the south, not really high development stuff. For the rest, it'll be this and that. More money and more reps. Yeah, it's gonna cost me 54 for 2 unclaimed provinces? Really? Yeah, I can afford it. Monthly increase of 9? That's insane. Yeah, I'll take this piece. Alright. You guys go back to here. You guys go back to here. See these guys for peace. We get like no aggressive expansion. And also no money. It costs quite a few admin points. Hijaz wants that royal marriage. And I'm back under it, baby. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. weird noise. Why would I make that noise? I could vassalize Shamar, but I'd rather declare war on and have Najd annex them. Which I should have done for here. I should have had Fodl annex these, so they'd pay the admin points. But, you know, you're smart, you're dumb, you're an idiot. That's how the world works. I am hemorrhaging money on something here. Man, I gotta get rid of some of these boys. I kinda don't need these boys, so I suppose they're fine to get rid of. But something's oh, it's reinforcing. That's really expensive. Yeah, I totally could have kept the tax modifier guy. You can stay, I swear. I swear it's alright. I swear my mom said you could do it. And because, you know... Samaski is always a little overzealous, don't you think? They're gonna get their asses handed to them. They're gonna get their asses handed to them, then Georgia's gonna swoop in with all those cores Georgia has. And also Georgia... Oh. Georgia didn't get the, personal union they usually get over there. That's really good for them. Yeah, see, I'm making money again. I can actually choose a naval doctrine. I'm gonna go shipboarding. I'm also gonna go ahead and build some more ships, maybe? Yeah. I'll build a few more galleys. When I'm at war. Hey. I'll mess them up, you know? So the Mamluks are actually surprisingly a pretty decent, potentially colonial nation. What's got you down on me, Razaman? I'm allied to your rival. Who? Karaman. Really? Really? That's what's keeping you. Okay. Well... I'll great power, influence, and then give you a gift when I can. I might push my diplomatic relations a little further. Might. Big emphasis there. But while I'm waiting for my manpower to get a little higher again, before I go to war with... They're actually allied to everyone in this region, apparently. Well, that's fantastic. They saw me coming, and they started to tremble in their boots. I don't blame them. I'd feel much the same way. You know, I could still give these provinces to Fadl. They'll be territorial cores when I hand them over, and I'll still have paid the core cost. But I can do that. I can do that. I'll never understand why they get a fort here, but not here. Okay, yeah, I'll just take it. That works for me. Yeah, marry me, marry me. I got babes lined up for miles, just waiting to marry me. I can move more towards mysticism, or I can move more towards legalism. And let's face it, a lot of my expansions are gonna be focused on more Muslims. So I'm gonna tend towards mysticism. And plus, it's so hard to get high mysticism. I've never actually had high mysticism. Wow. A few days at best. I'm a little distracted here. So, you'll have to excuse me. I'll wait for them to send the offer again. You know, yeah, you know. Then I'll improve relations with... Oh yeah, I can go to war with them in Ethiopia. I mean, I'm not gonna get much. Really? Really? You attack them and then you guarantee their independence? Oh, that just cracks me up. Man. I don't understand the AIs sometimes. Do they think I want this shit province? I want this shit province. You know what I'm saying? I want these shit provinces and these alright provinces and these provinces. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm glad they're gonna be buffing vassals in the future. Yeah. Let's see, what else am I gonna do? I guess I'm just gonna let it continue and improve my relations in Fazan, and finally get that vassalization off on Ramazan. There we go. This is part of the reason why I like to play the Mamluks. It's super relaxed in comparison to other starts. And just like that, I've eclipsed my most hated enemy, and I get to make another enemy. Because for some reason, I can't... Oh, that's why... Oh, we might see Persia this time. We might see Persia. Oh, I really hope we see Persia. Or the Mughals. Either or. I'm A-okay with. Yeah, let's cancel that embargo. That was just for the power projection, you know. And I can embargo France to try and get myself up to that delicious plus 50 for the extra points, for the extra monarch points. Alright, I'll do it. I won't have the guy for like 50 days. Yeah. It takes him a whole month to teleport out there and slowly walk back. Hey, that's just how it goes. You walk out there, then you walk on back. Really, I get separatists for yoinking it off my, Nice. Nice, I get separatists. Ooh, who wants to separate from me? I won't let it happen, I'm gonna kick you in the butt. Apparently, I have noble rebels. Ah, it's cause the emirs are not loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Then that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, I just realized I'm liable to declare war on AQ here. You know, they're generally pretty weak. Specifically because they're generally pretty weak. But I'm gonna improve relations with Hijaz. Really, I think Medina should start off with one because it's just the perfect spot. I have really densely packed with forts that don't prevent people from walking straight to my capital. Now I'm gonna sit here and I'm going to admire the fact that this fort does nothing to prevent 2 sieges and then walking to my capital. Admiration done and dusted. It's over. So I might be able to... Yeah. I can vassalize Karaman to get the reconquest on the Ottomans, and my vassal swarm is gonna tear him up, along with actually me. They have slightly higher quality troops than me, but the fact that I'm drilling and they're at war, losing any drill they have is going to help seal the deal with many early engagements. So once Karaman pieces out, I might be able to get in a big exciting war with the big green blob. And I'll get Karaman some of their cores back. A lot of their cores back. Maybe a few claims, even. I really depends. Okay, so this was fun, but on principle, I think I'm done here. Not even 10 years in, and already, Granada allied the Ottomans. They can't keep getting away with this. On principle, from all the Spain games I've had, I can't in good faith continue this. Early days. Imagine, you're a wee little Paradox player, and you think, I'm a play Castile, and I'm gonna conquer the Iberian Peninsula and colonize the entire Americas. Yeah! But then, you've gotten everything set up. It's not even 10 years into the game, and then you see it. Granada allied to the Ottomans. On principle. Since I cannot cheat to tell Granada, you can't be friends with these people. You can't be friends with these people. Because I can't cheat. Because I said it to Iron Man. I feel this compulsory need to just quit. To just quit. I'm also actually getting pretty freaking tired and angry now too. Like, wow. Wow. This is just an impossible situation. This is just an impossible situation. Not even for me, but for Castile and Aragon. So I am so super hecking mega upset about this. It almost makes me want to cry. Granada doesn't deserve an ally like the Ottomans. I mean, fair enough. It's pretty much the only way to keep Castile off your back while you maybe poke and prod at Portugal, Clement, Tunis, Morocco. Even though they probably vastly outnumber you, and you're gonna have to wait till 30 years are up so you can try to call the Ottomans into a war somewhere, only for them to sit around and do nothing. Because they want that direct land route there instead of just sailing there, where they can quickly move across the sea. It's only 3 sea tiles to get to here. No, it's actually only 2 sea tiles. I'm a bit of an idiot to get across to here, but they're gonna keep banging their heads against the Mamluks. Can I walk through here? No, man. We're enemies for life. We're the 2 most natural enemies to ever enemy. Like, not even joking here, yo. We are the definition of enemies, and you wanna just walk through here? You wanna just walk through here? No. And the Ottomans will then tell Granada, sorry guys, that direct land route's just like not open to us. That direct land route that takes us through several these aren't actually terribly low supply until here. Wow. How are these so high supply? Is it because they're mine? I think it's because I actually own them right now. But they'd have to walk through the desert. Rather than just taking a quick sail to the desert. And it just brings me some catharsis to make fun of the AI. Oh yeah, and playing as the Ottomans, oh, it's the worst. The Mamluks and QQ can be at each other's throats all day, but the moment the Ottomans attack the Mamluks, because they want, you know, control of this state here, this really, really nice state. No, fuck off. Especially if you have the Crimean March. Oh, especially if you have the Crimean March. The Mamluks will take every freaking military access possible so they can walk straight to the Crimean capital. And then they'll take even more military access so they can walk straight to your capital. Right? It's crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy. Well, whatever. You know, you win some, you lose some, you get mad at some. Bye-bye.